Hi, I'm Red Snapper.
And I'm Mr. Snapper.
And welcome to Project Nutmeg. Nutmeg is not
She's not here. Got Chowdy.
Nutmeg's not here now. She lifted her head up when she heard her name.
Yes.
She knows her name.
She knows her name.
And speaking of Nutmeg, today we are talking about Nutmeg's bed. Because when your dog is an athlete, a performer, and the heart of the household, rest matters.
We've tried our fair share of dog beds over the years. Some were too soft, some fell apart. None of them were what we'd call durable.
And durable is what is important here. To be fair, we had these two adorable donut beds for Nutmeg and Chowder, and each of them set us back about $25 to $30 each. And we also have other beds by the same manufacturer that are, a little bit bigger. We weren't sure how big Pepper would get before we got the other giant beds. So we had these two small beds that were like $25 to $30 each, very fuzzy. And we got Pepper this $15 donut bed from Target before we brought her home.
Their bedtime beds were fuzzy.
Yes.
I don't know what to say. Their bedtime beds, the beds that we got them for bedtime were fuzzy beds. They were, super fuzzy and plush and like, oh, you look so comfortable.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We have a couple of kitchen beds because, of course, we have beds in the kitchen area.
Rooms in the
house.
house.
Exactly. And those beds were from Nutmeg and Bus. Nutmeg when she was younger. And they're plush, but they're not fuzzy. So we had fuzzy beds.
Yeah. And we discovered that the dogs tore into their beds when we were on vacation, specifically these donut beds. Now, Pepper has been to the emergency room once for eating Polyfill, and we didn't want to risk having to take her again.
Yeah, especially when we're out of town. Even though our insurance would support it, we don't want this one to have to endure. But I bought 3 fuzzy beds from Walmart after the beds were destroyed when we were away. So I got them 3 fuzzy beds from Walmart so they'd have a place to rest in the home office and the living room. And then the older dogs could use them as their nighttime beds.
Yeah, we don't literally just have beds in every room of the house.
It seems like it.
We move them around.
We do.
Room to room.
Yeah, we move them around.
Psycho Puppy Pepper tore into 2 of those Target beds, and we just went ahead and donated the third because it's just a matter of time. We had to find something that wouldn't get shredded when we were doing something other than staring directly at the dogs every minute of the day. That fuzzy fabric was beckoning destruction from Pepper.
Yeah. So as a test, we upgraded to a Gorilla dog bed. And in this video, we'll share what makes it different, how Nutmeg has taken to it, and whether it's worth the hype.
Gorilla is just the brand name.
Yeah, it's not
for like hybrid gorilla dogs.
And it's not like a gorilla actually made it.
It's good. So we need to clarify these
Or
things.
a gorilla dog, because it's gorilla dog beds.
Right, like a hybrid gorilla dog. Like man, bear, pig.
Like man, bear, pig.
Half gorilla, half dog.
Half bear, pig.
Half bear, pig. So what's funny about the gorilla dog bed is that you used ChatGPT to shop.
I did. I explained exactly what I needed like I was describing it to a retail clerk, but I did it in the comfort of my underpants. I wanted a comfy but strong bed. All 3 of the dogs like donut beds, and I needed something that Pepper wouldn't destroy.
And to be fair, you had seen gorilla dog beds online before. We just weren't the right audience for them until Pepper happened.
Yeah. Seriously. I refined the search to something in my price range that had the features that I needed for my dog, specifically Nutmeg. I didn't feel comfortable spending more than $100 for something that I didn't know for sure would survive Pepper.
Yeah, so we got 1 bed as a test. If Nutmeg found it comfortable and Pepper didn't destroy it, we'd invest in strong beds for the other 2.
Yes, and specifically Nutmeg gets the bed, right? Nutmeg gets everything. But Nutmeg is the one who starts her night sleeping in the bed, transitions to the floor to sleep in her bed, her own bed, and then returns to the bed overnight. Chowder has slept in the bed, I think 3 nights total since we brought him home. And he likes to sleep in a crate. And the crate's very comfortable. It's a soft crate full of blankets, and I think there's a pillow in there too. This one sleeps in the bed against him most of the night, but then in the morning she'll sleep on top of me. So Nutmeg is the priority with the beds to be sure that she likes it. Chowder was a street dog. He'll sleep on whatever, and this one sleeps in the human bed most of the time, but she could live with whatever passed for Nutmeg. So
the bed,
and it's got lint on the bottom, so that's what life is. So the Gorilla dog beds, they come in different sizes.
This is the top.
Yeah, this is the top. This is very plush, this nice top. These beds come in different sizes, and you can get different filling for them. When I was shopping for a bed, I know that Nutmeg likes round beds because she'll curl up. So I wanted to find something that didn't have corners that somebody would chew. Now, we have had a dog who chewed on a bed when she was boarding before, and that was Coca.
Yes.
We had a nice industrial cover, and you could purchase...
It's like canvas?
I think it was canvas. It was canvas.
Heavy duty.
Heavy duty, and you could purchase a bag to put inside and stuff your old clothes in it. So it was great for recycling or reusing garments that you no longer needed that were soft enough. So old t-shirts and old sweatpants could be used as filling, and the dog could smell. I mean, dogs have amazing noses, so they could smell the years of love that you put into those clothes through the canvas. And she did well with those, except she would chew on the piping along the corners.
Yes.
She would get anxious. I mean, when they would board, they would be in either a room, she and Bus would be in a room together, or she would be in a crate. And she was okay being in a crate there, but Coca liked to chew on some stuff, and she did. And so they would send it home, and there'd be a piece of duct tape over where she had chewed. So the piping was dangerous because it gave her something to grab onto. I didn't specifically say I need something that doesn't have piping, but I needed something that would survive Pepper, something that she wouldn't chew. So the round bed is very nice for that, especially for dogs who like donut beds. They do have rectangular beds, and I wonder if a rectangular bed might be better for Chowder and for Pepper because they like to sploot.
They're longer dogs.
Yeah, they like to be long dogs, and Nutmeg often likes to be cuddled up. And I was a little concerned when I was looking even more at the product detail page after I'd made the purchase. I was like, oh man, did I not get the right size? Because they recommend you get something that is at least long enough for your dog from nose to tail. And like Nutmeg is, I don't know, 40 some inches long from nose to tail, but that's like tail.
Yeah.
So is this a long enough thing for my dog? And the answer is yes, she's comfortable on this.
She is very comfortable.
And it doesn't have the corners. This is also nicely reinforced. So this is like canvas.
Yeah.
It's very, very thick. The only thing that the dog could really grab onto and chew is the tag.
Yeah.
But that's a really well-made tag.
Sturdy tag.
It's a very sturdy tag, but it's got lots of top stitching, speaking in craftsmanship terms, really nice and sturdy, really sturdy.
It's not canvas. What this reminds me of are those like really heavy duty chew toys for like big dogs.
Oh yeah, like the Kong fabric wrap that goes around things.
You can play tug of war with your dog if you have like a Mastiff or something.
Yeah.
Like made for like big dog teeth.
It reminds me of the cases that I have for my fans. I have one that's like a ballistic case, or well, it's not really, it's a soft case, but it's ballistic. And then I have a couple that are rifle cases.
The tag just says made in America.
I'm sure
I'm going to open it up.
It's not going to say what it's made of inside.
It's not a tag inside?
I don't think so.
I'm looking. I'm digging around. Startling dogs.
But if he doesn't find a tag, there's going to be just a little text pop up on the screen that says what it's made of.
Yeah.
It has some really industrial.
What it's made of.
There you go. It has some really industrial hook and loop tape on the bottom as well.
Yep.
I had a hard time getting it straight and putting it back together.
Yeah.
Right now.
I kind of messed it up.
You did. But it's okay. While we have it open, let's look at this. This is a polyfill bed that is larger than the cover that it's inside. So it's compressed. The way it's packaged when they ship it. This is shipped separately from the cover. It's compressed. It's got a fabric shell, which feels like food service tablecloth fabric.
But it's still pretty thick too.
It is.
If you kind of pinch it and away from the fiber fill and rub it against itself, it's very thick.
It is. It's very thick, and it's full of fiber fill, and it has channels stitched into it so that it's a little puffy, but this is tucked inside of a case so that it doesn't have extra fabric that the dog can bite and rip open. That is a very important feature here.
Loud noises. Go ahead. Why aren't you talking? Go ahead. I'm trying to get the Velcro to line up after opening it. Hey, I'm glad I opened it. There we go.
There we go.
Perfection.
I love it. I talked about how Coca would chew on the piping. That was excess fabric. The plush or the fuzzy fabric that was on the donut beds, that had some holes that the dogs could dig into.
Oh yeah, because the fluff like that always, it's very loose.
It was like
weave.
eyelash fur.
Yeah, but the weave is looser on faux fur than it is on this.
On that kind of faux fur.
Tight weave.
On that kind of faux fur, for sure. If I use the same faux fur that I have on my faux fox fur to make a dog bed, that has a tighter weave.
Oh, does it?
It does.
No.
But, and what do you expect for $15 to $30, right? But this doesn't have the edges, and there's something for dogs that like to dig to make the bed super comfortable and fluff their bed. They can still enjoy that and experience some of that kneading the bed without tearing into it. So our big beanbag chair has the same kind of setup where the inside is covered in something, all of the filling is covered in something, and that's sealed. And the outside is a zippered cover that you can remove and clean, etc. It has the really nice ribbed plush top that is comfortable. This is on top of this other stuff, right? So this
is it though? I couldn't tell if it was the plush part was on top of more of this heavy-duty chew me fabric.
Yeah. So
I guess so.
It is very, very sturdy. So dog dig, dig, dig. They shouldn't tear through this with one of their nails.
Right.
And they're not going to sleep on this side. It's totally fine for this side to be not soft and plush.
I wonder if it's water resistant as well.
It may be. I'm sure we can look it up and then
it might be.
Add a note.
Yes, it is, or no, it isn't.
Or it is unknown. It is uncertain. But it's a really great bed. It's a very great bed. So you choose the insert that you want, whether you want a fiber fill insert or an orthopedic insert. And they do have different shapes. You can get round, you can get an oblong bed. They also have some beds with bolsters, but I was not prepared to spend that much, and I don't know that would be safe from little Patchouli Chomp.
Yeah.
Because she's the one who is destructive at this age. The other two are like, meh, okay.
We don't know how destructive Chowder was when he was a puppy.
We don't.
Nutmeg, she wasn't terribly destructive.
No, she ripped open one of those bigger donut beds that was Buster's.
Oh, yeah.
She ripped open his bed just to be a jerk.
Yeah, well.
So, I mean, that makes sense. But what they tell you, there's a nice set of instructions that they include in a zippered plastic bag. And it tells you about the care of these things. So the orthopedic beds, you cannot launder. You have to put them out in the sun and let them bake if they get kind of funky. So if your dog pees the bed, you gotta take that out, spray it down, put it out in the sun. You can't launder it. But you can launder the stuffed bedding that's inside here, and you can launder the case, but you have to launder them separately. It says specifically don't launder them together, which that's totally fine. And then you can, dry as needed. I love that they included instructions. Also, if you need to return the bed, if they destroy the cover, in 125 days.
Ooh,
so you have 125 days after you receive it. If the dog tears through the cover, you get a one-time replacement for free. If they get through the cover, then it's like, okay, we'll fix it this one time. But if they continue to tear through it, you may just need something else.
You may not have a dog, you may have a jackal.
You may have a jackal.
You may have a pet hyena.
Right? So this bed, another important feature here.
I was wondering if you were going to mention this. This is my favorite feature.
Of course. You can get them embroidered. If you get it embroidered, you cannot return it. So that's worth noting. I mean, what other Nutmeg is there? She's the only one. So they machine embroider the dog's name on here. You get to choose the color based on what they have available. Oh, and the covers. So we got navy. I think they also had black and brown, dark colors. So if your dog is grubby, it's not as obvious.
And whose dog isn't grubby?
I mean, they all smell really good.
Strangely, they do.
Yeah.
Hypoallergenic dogs, what are you going to do?
They smell great, even if they are grubby. But I love this. I love that her name is embroidered on it. And when the bed arrived and I put it together, it's like Nutmeg knows how to read. She knew it was her bed. I didn't say, here's your bed. She was like, oh, neat. This is mine. And then she sat down on it.
This is very tight embroidery as well.
Yeah.
It's really well done. So it's another one of those things where you don't think a dog's claw is going to get caught in the embroidery. It's not something they're going to chew on. It's very well embroidered.
It is. And it was worth it to me to pay the extra, I think, $15 for this. This was my first order. There was like a coupon if you sign up for the email list, which happens for a lot of companies. So I did, to get money off my order and bring the price down just below $100. So the cover plus the insert plus the embroidery, I think was like $115 or $105. It was just over $100. And I was looking for something that was under $100. I'm okay with it being just a touch over, but I didn't want to spend this much on beds for all the dogs when, I mean, that's a lot of money.
You want to have a chance to make sure that it actually lives up to the hype before investing that much money in multiple beds.
Exactly. And then, we get more beds, we get them embroidered. We may have to get the oblong beds for the other dogs, just because of what they like, but
because they're long dogs.
Yes, they're long. The other two are longer than Nutmeg, but not necessarily taller.
No.
Unless they're sitting, and then that's that long body. But I like this bed. I definitely like this bed.
I would like to sleep on this bed right now.
I'm sure you would. I think this would be comfortable. I haven't sat on the bed on the floor. Sometimes I sit on the floor with the dogs, and I'll sit on a pillow because it's a little uncomfortable. So I think I could comfortably sit on this and my butt wouldn't touch the floor probably.
No, probably not.
It's really soft.
It is.
But I like it. What are your thoughts on this bed?
It's great. It's well constructed. It looks good. It's definitely very soft and comfy, and it's great. I think it will give the tiny dog great difficulty when she inevitably tries to chew it into pieces. Yeah.
And that would happen in those unmonitored moments where they're sleeping and maybe we're not with them.
She's torn into beds in the home office when we were both in there. It's not that she like wanders off into another room where the beds are and destroys it when we're not. No, she'll attack the bed. We'll be working, doing the day job stuff from the home office, and yeah, she's destroyed at least one bed that way.
Yes, she has. Maybe even two.
Yeah.
Maybe even two.
So,
but it's good.
What do you think, Peps? What do you think about this bed?
What do you think about Nutmeg's bed?
Nutmeg's bed.
So after weeks of naps, wrestling, and recovery time on this bed, I can honestly say that the bed is holding up quite beautifully, and Nutmeg seems to love it. I've also caught Pepper stretching out across it a few times.
If you've got a high energy pup or just one with refined taste, it might be worth checking out.
Or if you have a nervous puppy who is a bed shredder, consider getting a bed like this.
Like that.
Like that.
This episode is not sponsored by Gorilla Dog Beds, by any gorillas. It's sponsored by these 3 dogs.
It's not sponsored by Gorilla Beds, Gorilla Dogs, or Gorilla Dog Beds.
Gorilla Dog Beds.
Or Gorilla Beds.
None of them.
None of them.
We just want to help pet parents like you who face the same kind of issues we do. So
let us know in the comments if you've tried these beds or if you found another favorite that your dog loves that is durable.
Yeah, maybe even at a better price point. You know, we like a bargain.
We do.
And if you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, boop the bell for more dog gear reviews and behind the scenes chaos.
Definitely chaos.
Always chaos.
And you'll see us next time. Bye.
Bye.